the natural comparison for Caleb Williams is Patrick Mahomes, and that may sound like an unfair comparison, but we're not saying Caleb Williams is going to be one of the top quarterbacks of all time. It's a stylistic comp. The way they win, the way that they are able to play outside of structure, and some of the throws they can make with crazy arm angles, off-platform throws, the knack for just getting away from pressure. You can see the similarities when you just look at the style of play. But one of the reasons why I loved Patrick Mahomes coming out of college, humble brag, I had him at quarterback one, was because there was enough evidence of in structure play to show that he can play quarterback in the league because you can't just rely on all out of structure and flash. Mahomes is a pretty damn good in structure quarterback as well, and there was enough evidence of him doing it in college that made me think this guy can be an NFL quarterback. And Williams dealt with similar issues that Mahomes dealt with. They didn't have the greatest team around them in college. I mean, Williams was getting pressure on three-man pass rushes. Their defenses were terrible, so it made it seem like they had to score every single play, which led them to press on certain plays and throw ill-advised throws or take sacks when they shouldn't have. But I think there are enough in structure play from Williams to justify taking him number one. He's not all flash because when you see him perform in structure, some of the things he does are special. First play, we'll look at one of his best throws of the season. UCLA comes out in what looks like a too high structure. USC is an empty. He sees a safety rotate to the middle of the field. He knows he has a one-on-one outside, but he has to deal with some pressure. We'll look at the end zone angle. His guard gets beat on the stunt, and the spiker gets some pressure in the middle, so he has to move up towards the right away from the throw, and he's able to generate all this power off of his right foot with his momentum moving away from the throw, which is nuts. And then he hits his receiver in stride with touch on that ball. That is just a special throw that maybe only five guys in the league could make. So great play identifying the safety rotation, finding a one-on-one, and being able to make a special throw. Good combination of in-structure play and just amazing ability. And one thing you see on Williams' film a lot is he gets to his third read on full field reads pretty often. Here he has a spacing concept. It's a quick concept of running out of his own end zone. He has to be quick. Doesn't quite like what he sees with the first two reads. They're being squeezed, so he gets to his third read, which is a crosser over the middle of the field. And this is not a special read per se, but you can just see how quick and efficient his feet are and how efficient his mechanics are getting to that third read and just getting the ball to his receiver in an instant. On this play against Notre Dame, it looks like he has an alert route to the bottom of the screen with that X receiver, and then he has the two backside crossers. So after the snap, he identifies a safety rotating down, so he knows that one-on-one should be good, but the receiver takes too long to get open, doesn't quite like what he sees, so he gets to a second read, which is that crosser, and that's covered two. Gets to his third read, which is the final crosser, and again, quick, efficient feet, delivers a strong pass. Let's look at it from the end zone angle. 1, 2, 3, strike. And obviously, one of the problems he had throughout the year was just holding onto the ball too long, trying to make a play. But as you can see, when he wants to play in structure, he can do it. He can do it efficiently. On his next play, again, he's going to have two in-breaking routes, and he's going to have a swing from his running back. Colorado is going to drop into a cover three zone. And what you're hoping from this concept is that hook defender gets held by the route from the slot, but he's in good position to defend both routes. So Caleb gives a little pump fake to hold that hook defender, which opens an area inside for his outside receiver. He anticipates his receiver throttling down and just delivers a strike. And again, just really quick, efficient feet and efficient mechanics to just get that ball out on time and accurately to his receiver. But throughout the season, there were just too many examples of the play breaking down or the protection breaking down in which he was forced to try to make a play. For example, in this 4th and 1 against Washington, it looks like they're trying to fake a quarterback run to the right and pop the running back out. So as he's rolling right, the protection breaks down. He gets instant pressure. He has to reverse field, and somehow he's able to throw a perfect back shoulder pass to his receiver in the end zone for a touchdown. Again, I'm not making excuses for him. He definitely needs to tone it down and play more within the structure of the offense in the league. But there are enough examples of him doing it and examples of when he does do it, his special traits are able to make those in structure plays even better because of how efficient his movements are.